word is the bottom line. The bottom line. And in this case, the bottom line is, yes, the final total of an account, balance sheet, or other financial document. I'm pretty sure we can just call this like the profit that a company makes. They refer to Mattel's, I think it's Mattel's bottom line they're talking about. And as we see in the chart, they've recently increased their bottom line by making a profit, making more money, because for the last like 10 years they've been losing money, and for some reason this year they've made a profit, so they've increased their bottom line. This is different than sometimes you hear bottom line to mean like the main idea of something, like the bottom line or like the final decision of something, but that's different in this case. This is like an actual financial thing. Number 2 is slump, which in the economic sense, a slump is like a decline in price or value of something. Economies can be in slumps, right? I guess you hear a lot about Japan's economy has been in a slump since like the 1990s. Like it just hasn't moved. It's kind of stayed the same. So yeah, when an economy's in the slump, it's not growing. It's just kind of, you can picture it being very sluggish and not moving. And people can be in a slump. If you say I'm in a slump, that just means you have no energy. You have no get up and go. You're just in a slump. So kind of 2 ways you can use slump. Number 3, gear. You hear gear in a lot of different ways. Gear, you gear something towards a certain audience, or you gear something for a certain audience. And it means you kind of like customize it or make it ready for a specific group of people. So, an example of a product, we'll say, well, of course, okay, for a really easy one, but Barbie dolls are geared towards young girls, right? Obviously, and maybe G.I. Joe toys are geared towards young boys. They're especially made for that market, that audience. But it can apply to anything. Any product that's like marketed towards someone or something, you could say it's kind of geared towards them or geared for them. So, right. Okay, so your PR event coming up, you could say this is geared towards or geared for YouTubers, that kind of thing, right? That's your kind of the people you're helping out or kind of catering to, designing the event for. So that event is geared towards YouTubers or geared for YouTubers. Have you ever heard gear up? Things are gearing up for blah, blah, blah. Like stores are gearing up for Black Friday or something like that. Or toy stores are gearing up for the holiday season. That's another way to use gear that just means getting ready. They're preparing and like kind of bracing for a big event, gearing up, getting ready. So maybe before summer, everyone's gearing up for vacation. Number 4, STEM. You hear STEM a lot, and it's just the abbreviation for science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. We've recently heard a lot of this in the U.S. because the U.S. has really fallen behind in all of these kind of fields, especially our education in public schools. They have not focused on these areas enough. So there's kind of a lack of people skilled with these skills in the U.S. So especially Obama was really pushing for schools to focus on STEM, which is science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. And the last one, fly off the shelves, just means to sell really well and sell really quickly. During the holiday season, toys fly off the shelves. A popular new book comes out, it flies off the shelves. And that just means people are grabbing it off the shelves, buying it. They can't keep it in stock. So it's flying off the shelves. Another idiom you hear is selling like hotcakes. Have you heard selling like hotcakes? If something's selling really fast and really well, you say it's selling like hotcakes. It sounds really silly. I don't know. Well, hotcakes is an old word for pancakes. I guess when pancakes came out, they sold really well. So we say something is selling like hotcakes.
So Americans say hotcake?
No, we don't. That's the weird thing. We say pancakes, but that phrase we use, selling like hotcakes. Strange, right?
Because Koreans say like pancake, hotcake. We say hotcake.
Yeah, I think it's kind of an older term for pancake. Like, a long time ago, people said hotcakes. Okay, any questions?